Hello everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope we're all doing well on Monday. We are creeping ever closer to our goal. I have now 139 bill. Rings, pretty expensive. They have not gone down in price. They're hanging around that 170 range. It seemed like they were going to go down, but they're not. Orders are creeping up even higher. I'm roughly 21 bill from a 160 order, which is probably going to be too low because people are ordering higher and higher, so the price is just going to keep going up, which is a lot of fun. Probably realistically 31 bill away from a debo order. Also, I'm nearly out of Olin's paint with no nurturing piece, classic. And yeah, we have 7,000 left of the 70,000 that I had. So not seeming overly likely this time, but whatever. We'll get it next time, probably, maybe. But I think we're just going to jump straight in today, get some DSR in. This will be our 76th hour of DSR as well, with nothing, as usual. What are you going to do? I guess just grind more, that's all you really can do. Oh, block please, thank you. Good morning everyone. Crimson Fire, hello, good morning. Blink, hello, good morning. Only Scams, hello, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Sick getting spooned. I have got spooned on literally nothing so far. We're unlucky on Kabua drops. We're unlucky on Telescope. I haven't gotten a Sakraya piece yet either. What else? I'm 0 for 80 on enhancements. It's been a rough couple of weeks, man. We're getting a whole heap of nothing. Whole heap of nothing. Maybe the luck will turn around eventually, I don't know. We'll have to see. I also have exactly 0 crons, so there will be no clicks today. We just grind. Hello, Arzog. Good morning. Pile of gold, empty. Yeah, this pile of gold I have worked very hard for. So that's not spoonage, that's effort. Good morning, Weave. Happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully it goes well for you. Monday, historically, not a good day. But maybe this one will be. I'm incredibly tired of Darkseekers. I would love to do anything else but Darkseekers, but... Oh, I forgot Sermon Tracker. We need money, we need Telescope piece. I don't know, man. Hello, Nathan. Good morning. What goes well for you, too? If we get a Telescope piece, it'll be a pretty good day. Or a Kabua. I'd take either one. Still a chance at a Nolan's piece as well, I suppose. On the compass. Good luck, man. You got this. I have 28,000 DSR paint still. I've been trying to burn some paint, but I keep getting more. So I've been in Sakraya, burning some paint. Well, you know. For my 600 hours in history without Elton, I just got a boat and started bartering. Are you doing Dekia Histria? Because that's a pretty good thing to do for the Elton. If you're just grinding a rotation, then the average for the Elton is like 400 hours, so. It definitely makes sense that it would take a long time. Dekia Histria. If you've done 600 hours of Dekia Histria, you're pretty unlucky, man. Pretty freaking unlucky. Crazier things have happened, but that's pretty unlucky. Seven Vodkins, that's also unlucky. You've done 600 hours, you should have like 50 Vodkins. I've got a few hours yet before we're at the double barrel average. I've gotten a bunch of friggin' cheese wheels, man. It's crazy. I'm coming from paint while doing Tungrad. Classic. Classic. Got some monster this morning. Should be a pretty good day. Just having fun building your Carrack? Hey man, also Blue Battlefield is a thing. I hear people kind of like that. Something to do with it at least. Getting pretty close, man. We should be seeing the telescope soon. Very, very soon. Also, once I make the 21 bill or get like very close to it, get like undeniably going to achieve the goal, then I'm just gonna go City of the Dead. Try and finish it off. And then we'll be working on an armor or something. So we're having a simple cron shortage because of sailing. Well, that's the rumor. The rumor is that the life skillers are all sailing and bartering, so they're not supplying simple crons. But I think the actual reason is that crons tick down in price, and they're not worth selling for less. So they're waiting for it to tick back up. Because there is a cost involved in making simple crons. So if you don't sell them for enough money, then you lose money to make them. And that's pretty awful. But they'll tick up. I see I have 54K orders. Yeah, but like it probably recently had a down tick in price, right? Good morning, Brewski. Simple cron meal? Yeah. Let's take a peek. Yeah, we have 10,000 on the market, but you see how this like ticked down? You see how this ticked down to an all-time low? This means we're in a range where people aren't making profit to sell them, so they don't sell them. And they wait for them to tick back up. You see how they tick back up right here, and now there's some on the market? So you gotta wait for yours to tick back up, and then people will put more on the market. 77K in stock in EU. Yeah, they were sold out on NA yesterday as well, but they're at like an all-time low price, so it's no wonder. There's a limited profit margin. It's not like they make those for free, man. Daily Kaboo drop? What do you mean daily? I haven't had one in ages. We're actually unlucky on Kaboo drops. Versus my amount of time spent, we're actually unlucky. Just like everything else. Just like everything else. You just don't notice them? I definitely noticed them. And the last one we got, I had like 70 bill. That was a long time ago. I think I have 100,000 in my storage. Pushed to grew 24 a month ago. Jeez, man. That's so many cron meals with that. So I gotta drop every day. How much was he freaking grinding? Holy, like 16 hours a day? Jeez. Enhancing's bad. Mine's kind of bad too. Approaching the average on deck neck. I think I wasted my hammers on something in the past. Frick. Unfortunate, man. Hopefully you're at least average, though. That wouldn't be too bad. People think saw 70% off and minus 30% coupon. I thought it was going to be free. That'd be kind of funny. But you know, like, it's not even real. That's not even real. Because the price is made up. Because it doesn't actually cost anything. So it's not real. So it's not actually 70% off. It's just whatever price they want it to be. Which isn't any percent off of anything. It's just what they came up with. Leave neck at Nav and take it everything else Nav, or is it always worth to get deck neck before buying more demos? Deck neck is super worth because it's 2 AP. It's probably like your cheapest upgrade. I'm not sure what the math is on that. That seems like a video workshop question to figure out how much it costs. But that's what I would do, is I would compare the cost of the neck. I don't know. I guess, like, it really depends on how many clicks you have. Because debos are like 5 AP. Well, it depends on your other accessories too, but debos are potentially like 5 AP for 180 bill if you only have Tets. Think about 11 out of 30. The ring is 4 AP. Okay, so the average click on the neck is going to be 17, right? So you'll have to figure out the cost of 6 clicks, which will determine your cost per AP. And then another ring would be, well, like 40 bill per AP or whatever. Yeah, so your ring is about 40 bill per AP, so you have to figure out the average to do 6 more clicks on the ring, or on the necklace. Divide that by 2, and there's your cost per AP on the necklace. And I would just go with whichever one is cheaper. Or there's an argument to me to just go for the ring, because then you'll get more sheet AP, which will give you more hammers. And that's probably the smart method. And it's probably going to be cheaper. I would guess that your necklace is going to be more than 40 bill per AP. So I would definitely probably just go for the ring. You'll need it anyway. And then you could get more free hammers for the necklace. Your average was 27. Well, you getting it in 27 doesn't mean that your average is 27. Just use low stack. The average is based on the success rate, not on what you got it in. Unless you use like a 200 sack, and then maybe it would be. I might the ring for 158 bill. Got lucky. Yeah, like I'm looking at probably 165 to get my ring. My first one was 158, but I think we're looking at 165. Because they are not going down in price, man. They just aren't going down. The ring's just one click away. I've already tried to click, man. It doesn't work. We do nothing but fail here. Imprion is going up? That's crazy, man. People just aren't clicking anymore. Where'd all the gamblers go? Empty picture frame, is that just one mob in theory? I think the empty picture frame is a roll. Not a mob, I think it's a roll. Toward the piece. Sick is geared? We're kind of geared, man. We're kind of geared. It's not too bad. We're really, really close to the other Debo as well. Real close. If we asked if it was just going one mob. Nah, because like, then your paint would only go down based on the mob that gave you the picture frame. So your paint goes down based on the mobs that you kill. But I think if you're like hard targeting, for example, like if you're just hard targeting Eltons, I think one paint is like one mob, but with no drop rate. I think that is the case. It's not meant to be like the way that you get the pieces. It's meant to be very rare and unrealistic. And we have a freaking tide. Okay. What do you do for trash there? Just level 2, I do like 20k with no tides. 20 and a half. I don't know what I do with full Agris because I never have an hour of Agris. And have never had an hour of Agris in 75 hours here. So, I don't know, man. Paint just exists to make people think they are working toward it? Yeah, basically. And, like, I have seen pieces from paint. Like, it does happen, but it's rare, man. It's not like the way that you're supposed to get it. If you get it, you got juiced. You basically hit Pen Fallen God. Very, very rare. 2k free crowns, by the way. Where? Where's the 2k free crowns? Never have full Agris big grinder. Just consistent. I just grind every day. I just grind every day, man. Very consistent grinder. Oh, there's 2 codes. EU Showdown and NA Showdown. Gotcha. We'll get a click today then. Pog. We'll get a freaking offhand click. We'll be 0 for 81 today. Huge. Five TOE stay on hardcore, no fang, scam game. One time I offhand a hex, and I've been unlucky since. I can't even get a freaking hex offhand, man. I swear. I swear. And 4 things from paints? Jeebus. I've only gotten 1. And it was a map piece. Not that rare, to be honest. It's pretty rare, man. I think I've burned over 2 million paint. Just to have 1 item. And it was a map. Which I didn't need. It's pretty rare. But we're going to get an Olds piece right here, and then the tide will change. Bum, bum, bum. Two mil pay from just Olds, 1 mil from DSR, and Tongrad, 0 drops for me. Yep. It do be like that, don't it? Tried Wukong after you did, and the way his skills move forward sucks so bad, but I also like the buttons and effects. Yeah, I don't mind the effects, man, but like, it's just a camera battle to stay on the mobs, and I hate that. It drives me up the wall. That's what I didn't like about Kuno. And Kuno isn't like nearly as egregious for moving you. So if I'm gonna start learning the Inferno, need more potions, maybe a Ring of Suffering. Good luck, man. Season extension of my grind? Yeah, like, it's not realistic to get something from it, but, you know, there's a chance. So, it at least feels a little bit better than, like, getting so sick of the grind spot you want to break, but there being no, like, outlet. Now there is. There's like sort of an outlet. At least you feel like you're working toward it still, even if it's unrealistic. Like super aim assist or something to make it feel good. It just needs to not move you forward. The issue is like, it moves you forward and then does the AoE skill. And so you just miss your skill. It just doesn't feel very good. Ash piece from paint, but I grinded 200 hours of ash also. Tell me, I'm lucky I got it from paint? Yes. It means you're unlucky that you didn't get it in the 200-hour grind, but you are lucky to get it from paint, yes. Only 6 times right for the blowpipe in the end. That's pretty good. I mean, for you, that's pretty good. You also feel horrible grinding Orzekia? I felt horrible on Guardian, but I don't mind it on Nova. And the reason I felt bad on Guardian is because I just run out of things to do. I'd like run out of skills because they're just extra tanky. But Nova doesn't run out of things to do. So it just felt normal, I guess. Kind of fine. But they're just tanky mobs, man. You're not supposed to kill that many of them. So it could definitely feel bad relative to like DSR where things actually die. Almost 400 Zora KC, which is like 13 hours of Zora. Man, you went super hard on it, eh? Hello, Crooper. Do you have telescope yet? If I had the telescope, I would not be a Darkseekers. That's for sure. One day. One day we'll get the telescope. Might not be today, but one day. Got tongue got runes. Loot. 346 AP. Nice. You're freaking geared. Tungrat's pretty good. Pretty comfy spot once you figure out like the down attack stuff. Time for sippy soon. I did a 2-hour straight session yesterday of DSR, and it felt like 6 business days, man, I swear. I'm just so tired of it. This is the 76th hour. Through the later hours of the grind, miss cooking so much, trips went from 4 to 5 kills to 1 to 3 kills per trip. Just wears on you, man. I hear you. To be honest, Tongue has a nice spot. I just hit these really key to spots with the silver not being liquid. And not AOB is giving out the green hunger too. Yeah. Unfortunate, man. That's what's tough. Like, if you're within 10 bill of your goal and you're like, oh, that's just 4 hours of Darkseekers. It's actually not 4 hours of Darkseekers. If you did 4 hours of Darkseekers at 2.8 bill an hour, you would not come out of the other side with 10 bill. Because it's just not as easily liquidable as that. And that's one of the reasons I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to move on to like Orzekia. And like deck you 2 Ash and things like that. It's because all the money is just liquidable. Take a side to Hex because Despairs are going up on EU. It's like 2 bill an hour right now. It's decent. Same rotation every time with DSR? Yeah, like no, the rotations are different than each other. You're just going back and forth between packs, so they're all the same. There's not like a rotation that's better than the other unless you need 3 packs, and then there are some that are better than others. Stream Author of Blood anytime soon, just your Rosera. I just don't care about it, man. The fact that it's weekly gated just makes me not care at all. And I'd have to get carried through it, which I'm also not interested in. And also the rewards will be there whenever I do get to it. I just hate all the weekly garbage in the game. I'm so sick of them adding only weekly stuff. My Gambit goes well on distos. Could be big money. Gambling and big money are not things that often go hand in hand. It's everywhere now? Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to participate. I am disinterested in another thing that I have to do every week. I already have 2 things I have to do every week. I'm good. I don't care. Actually, I have 4 things I have to do every week. If you include the guild stuff. And that is 4 things too many. Take his worth first clear if you can cash the 4th 5th solution, got like 1.3 bill raw silver. Can't give me try gloves. 1 tapped. But those first time rewards will always be there, so I don't have to rush. One day. One day I'll get around to it, but I'm so like anti freaking weekly. And the reason they keep doing weeklies is because people keep doing weeklies. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. So, let me be the martyr. Let me be the guy that dies on the hill of no weeklies. I freaking hate them. They're so stupid. You tell Mario to go do my tree hunts for me? I have almost 300 magic tree seeds I need planting. I haven't actually seen Mario in a bit, man. What if he's doing alright? Oh, he's literally right there. Hello, Mario. Good morning. It's not that people want to do the weekly, they just juice up the rewards if people feel they need to do it. Yep, and so they do it. Isn't that interesting? Double reverse mind game. Oh, we finally get a freaking limbo box. You know how long it's been since I got a limbo box? You know how many freaking tens of hours it's been since I got a limbo box that's 1 every 9 hours, by the way, lol? Freaking game. Where's my telescope piece now? Give me the double barrel.
Hello there.
Get me out of here.
Just followed.
TBA Ranger, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Give me the double barrel, boy. I think we're literally 4 times unlucky on the limbos. It's crazy. I do hard mode party blitz? I do, but I think it's stupid that it's weekly. Same thing with guild bosses and all that stuff. I hate weeklies. I think it's so stupid. They're intended... Here's the intention, and here's why it's like completely retarded. Okay? The intention of weekly gating things is so that people who don't have all the time to play, as like the endgame players, like the people that grind 10 hours a day, It is intended as a catch-up mechanic for them, so that you get like juice rewards once a week. You only have to make time once a week to do the rewards. The problem with that is the people that grind 10 hours a day can also do the stupid weekly. So you're 10 hours a day behind anyway. What the heck is the point? You didn't achieve anything except annoy people with some garbage weekly they don't want to do. And you made the rewards so good that they're not obligated to do it. Making a video game that forces people to do something that they don't want to do is so stupid. That does not make a good video game. It's just stupid. Stop it. It's FOMO driven too? Yeah, because it's so much better money than grinding that you have to do it. Because it's just more worth your time than grinding. But it's stupid. Hey, go do this thing that you don't want to do. Because we made it better than the thing that you also don't want to do. Because there's nothing that you do actually want to do in the game. Why do we even play this game, by the way? It's just like piles of stuff we don't want to do. Just for progression. Just for number go up. We basically spend 2,000 hours doing some garbage we don't want to do for number go up. How about they get around to making some content that's something that people might actually want to do, and not make it so little money that people feel like they can't do it, i.e. RBF. That's some real emotion there. It's just annoying, man. Like, I don't know what it's going to take for PA to, like, learn how video games work. But they don't have it figured out. And, like, they don't understand that the only reason they have a successful MMO is because the combat is good. And there is literally zero other reason people play this game. This game has nothing but the combat. That's it. There is nothing else. It's crazy. You like grinding? You like grinding for now, but give it 1,000 hours. You won't like it anymore. They should add Zulra? They should add something. Everything kind of sucks, man. The cool stuff isn't worth doing, man. That's a problem. And it's all freaking time gated anyway. Even if it was worth doing, it's time gated. Like Node Wars. Node Wars kind of cool. Does it have issues? Yeah, sure. But A, it's not very rewarding. And B, it's giga time gated, so much so that I, as a person with a full-time job set schedule, can never do a Node War. Isn't that cool? Fun. If they would add something from OSRS, they'd add farm runs. Yeah, and it'd be like the worst thing ever. It'd be like every 3.5 hours you gotta go do this thing. And we'll put a mini game on it that you also don't want to do. Because that's fun, right? It's crazy, man. It's crazy how little effort they've put into like creating a more interesting video game. All the effort goes into taking more money out of your pocket. PA is like the... Like if you've ever grown up with a big family, I'm sure some of you have, but some of you haven't. PA is like the family member that just takes 20s out of your wallet every now and again, hoping you won't notice. You do notice. But, you know, it's like family. You can't really like yell at them or get mad at them or turn them into the police for being thieves. You just don't trust them as much now, you know? So anytime they like go to do something or promise you something, you just secretly don't really believe them. That's PA. PA is like the sibling that takes 20s out of your wallet every now and again. That you can yell at them actually? Yeah, but like what are you going to do about it, you know? They're still going to take 20s out of your wallet. They ain't listening, just like PA. We yell at PA all the time. They ain't listening. They don't care. They're still taking 20s out of your wallet. Hello, Destruct. Good morning. My brother did that to me back in the day. His stuff would start going missing. Yeah, but then you'd be the one that gets in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because the world isn't fair. Just like IRL. PA's taking 20s out of your wallet. You start making their stuff go missing, you get arrested. Isn't that fun? So I'll have the 20 with a fake, and they'll be embarrassed at the store, but then you get banned. They literally lock you up in an insane asylum and say it was never real. If you swap it with a fake. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Mango Pango. Good morning. You know, tried Musa Awakening PvE. Really good class, man. Musa Awakening, very good class. America. Classic. Hello, Revo. Good morning. Got some gear upgrades. Now I'm grinding in Tungrads. Nice. A lot of you guys are moving on to Tungrad now. That's huge. That's huge. You're catching up, man. Won't be long before you're at DSR. Stuck here with me. Stuck here with me. Dun dun dun. Tungrad's where it's at. You guys partying over there? Origin actually sold. It only took 3 days. Yeah, usually it's like 3 to 5 days. It depends on how many are listed and how poppin' people are on getting stacks, you know? 21 bill for first ring or second? The second one. We already bought the first one a while back. And we're 21 bill from a 160 bill order, which I think is super reasonable. Less than that now, because we like already started grinding today, but won't be here for long, so just wanted to say hi. Fair enough. Hello, appreciate you stopping in. And good luck with whatever you got going on today, man. I start filling jugs of water. AFK, but slower way, or active but faster way? I feel like that reminds me of something that Mr. Mammal said, which was the longer he plays OSRS, the more he tryhards to just get things done faster. So I guess it depends. You've been playing a long time. Might be time to try hard. I don't know. I guess it depends on how much time it's going to save you. Because if it's like going to take 10 hours but you'll save 20 minutes, that's not worth. But like if it's going to take 10 hours but you could do it in 2, yeah. AP is a bit below cap, trash about average, devourings balance it. Hey man, as long as you're making good money, that's all that matters. Got a chance at the telescope pieces. Not that you like need the telescope, but you know, think next month I'm going to take a break from this history guide if I don't get it by Friday. It's good to take breaks, man, and switch it up, especially if you're getting burnt out. That's kind of where I'm at too with Darkseekers. I'm like super burnt out of Darkseekers, but I just want to finish this ring and then we'll go to City of the Dead. It'll at least be different. And that'll probably bounce between there and like Deku 2 Ash or something. Or I guess Orzekia. We could do Orzekia on the Nova and City of the Dead on the Warrior. It's always the last piece, man. I'm selling that piece too. It's just, man, it's being a jerk. It's being a jerk. Soon, TM. According to Google AI, AFK way is 8k jugs an hour. Fastest way, 21k jugs an hour. So, I mean, that could mean... Let's see, that could mean that the AFK way is like 2k jugs an hour. Could mean anything. It could mean that the sky is green. I don't know. It's hard to trust AI. Because it'll lie to you. It's happy to just lie to you. You 12 bill per tap now? Gear progress has been horribly slow since I started this. Yeah. What are you making? Like 1.6 an hour? 1.8 an hour? Something like that? So it just falls off a cliff, man. Started 311 fail stack. Now I'm 380. That's a good stack, man. It's a good stack. Make way less, because no way am I using level 2s on history. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. $12 per tap, that's harsh. That's Black Desert Online. Bado. Black Casino Online? I mean, it basically is now that every single person has to gamble their gear. Also succeeded Hex sub-weapon today? Is the window open? Is that what you're telling me? Are we going to get our weapon? Or am I going to be 0 for 81? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe the window's open, but grats, man. It's possible. Got on my 19th tap. To get the new code, I will do. After this hour, we'll grab the new code and we'll click our offhand. Zero for 81? Do you not want me to succeed? Hello? We gotta be 1 for 81. Come on, man. Got my extra 2k crowns from the codes, too. We'll see, man. It doesn't do anything for me, technically, but it would be nice to actually succeed something. Imagine succeeding something. That'd be crazy. Alright, we got 12 minutes left on the hour. Then we'll get our codes, do our click. And then I guess come right back. I don't know. Still need tons of money. We need big money. Sense powerful energy. Rockaboo here, maybe? Imagine. Frick. Never lucky. Could have been a Kabua. Wasn't a Kabua. Time for a sippy. For some reason, the emote gives AI vibes. It was definitely AI, yeah. That was a Talon AI special. Want to see that double barrel on the next stream? Hopefully, man. Hopefully. But have a good day, Destruct. We'll catch you later. I got Sovereign offhand. Pity probably do a try. 3 tap for tat. Now I'm 27 out of 30 on pen. Oof. Oof. But it do be sippy. Sippy time. I don't know, just killing the big guy in Deck Yash too, because events seem to spawn even if you fail to kill him. I don't think you can kill him. Because he just, like, goes invincible, right? I don't think you even can kill him. I don't think he's meant to be killed. I don't know. Going back to saying sippy then? Fair enough, man. Got myself Monster Ultra Strawberry Dreams. We got the OG sugar-free, the usual. The usual. Makes me feel better. Now you'll definitely go 1 in 81. We'll see, man. Not enough worker recovery items. Gasp. Busy this week, so I sleep until 8. Miss the weekend streams. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. No worries. We bing chilling. That means ice cream. I guess this limbo box in this hour should put us somewhere around 19 bill to the Deborka. Something like that. Imagine missed guild boss this week. Could have been 10 bill closer. Probably more than that. Guild bosses plus hard mode bosses. We probably could have had it today, to be honest, if I got both of those done. But you know, it happens. Can't make them all. Friday is a very strange day for me. Especially with the weekend streams. Because it's like, I end stream on Friday, right? And then I have like 6 hours before I need to do guild bosses. So I have to try to get a nap in. Then we wake up to do guild bosses, and after guild bosses, I have like 4 hours before stream. So it's like, I have to try to double nap to then have stream and then go to work. I don't know, it's really weird. Tough day for me. And it would probably be smart to just not do the Saturday stream. So that I could do guild bosses and then like sleep a normal amount. But if I did that, it would put my sleep at such a time that I wouldn't be able to do the Saturday stream or the Sunday stream. Because then my sleep schedule wouldn't be backwards, it would be normal. And therefore I wouldn't be up in the middle of the night. I don't think I'll ever be back at the Herblore minigame. I was there, I met John RuneScape. aka #1 in collection log slots for Iron Man. Peace. Mr. Run Escape, huh? It's #1. Got over 3k KC in every boss, what the heck? Gamer. Hardcore win. I missed a couple of sailing related log slots and clue stuff. Crazy. Okay, T-minus 4 minutes till our 81st click. What should I do with Caphras after I got all my Fallen Gods and offhand? So some of them you'll need for the Sovereign Stones, but it's a very small amount, so I just sell them. I basically keep a stash of the Sovereign Enhancement Stones, these ones right here. I keep a stash of Primordials, and then I just sell the rest. Good morning, Blind Rage. Happy Monday. On the rank 1 hardcore, are both TOA experts and Deep Delves at Doom just shown there. Yeah, I saw the screenshot of the like 1406 Doom, whatever it is. That's crazy. That seems like a surefire way to die. Not that I'm, you know, expecting you to die there, Smile. I think you're expecting you to die there, though, to be fair, but you gotta live forever, man. You gotta keep the dream alive. Doom level 8 plus can do over 121 damage in 1 tick, so you just gotta be perfect then. That's crazy. I wonder how much practice he had. Like, I'm sure the guy has a main account or something. I wonder how many delves he has on a main account. Warcraft of Stones, like 50 of each. Yeah, I sit on like a good amount of them as well, and I refresh them whenever I need. Misclick equals chance, yeah, exactly. That's scary. That's scary. Gotta be tick perfect or you get screwed, man. That's scary. Also, I keep thinking about Lawn. I don't know. My brain keeps bringing me back to Lawn Awakening. I quite like it. There's some things I don't like about Lawn Awakening, but I think generally I do like Lawn Awakening. But I gotta finish this telescope, man. We need the warrior. We need the warrior for City of the Dead. Or, maybe it'll be a sign from the universe. If we get the telescope in the next pack, because I only have one more pack on this hour, then we don't need the warrior, and therefore I can tag the lawn back. And if we get the telescope from this pack right here, the double barrel, then it will be a sign to go back to the lawn. I have bad news, boys. I have bad news. We did not get the telescope. So we did not receive the sign to go back to lawn. But we did have a pretty okay hour. Pretty okay hour there. Not too bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll run back to town. We'll open our limbo box. And then we'll claim those 2 codes. And we'll do an offhand click. The 81st click since a success on this account. It should happen. It should happen. We are only going for Hex, so it's like not even a big deal. We should get it though. Okay, lucky limbo box here. Nope. We only got 2 boxes. Are they duo? Could still be lucky. I've never had an enhanced ring from these boxes ever. And the streak continues. They're base rings. 8 mil, 8 mil. On do equals tap? No. We don't tap. We no tap. Tapping is a scam. Decent, decent. These are finally coming down in price a bit. Hopefully there will be some gamble. Oh, I saw some listed. Quick, send him a City of the Dead. Lol. Tap your mic, that's what they mean. Tap the old foot pedal. I can't even reach it anymore. It's like slid so far back, I can't even reach it. We know clicky clicky. Okay, let's claim these codes here, shall we? There are 2 codes. Here's the coupon book. Hello? Hello? Was it, reward? Nope. Is it setting? No, it must be like community. Where's thing? Why not reward? Character? There we go. Redeem coupon code. Copy. Paste. You have successfully redeemed the coupon code. Copy. Paste. Restarting your computer? F8, F8, I don't have an F key. Holy, there's a lot of rewards here. Boys, it's loot scrolls. Huge. Don't care about that. What the heck are these?
E.
Don't care to read.
Keeping it in the family.
1,000 corns. Enhancement help get 5. More forest treads. Corns. Look at these 20 loot scrolls we get. Look at this. Huge. Huge. We now only have 142 loot scrolls. Okay. This will be our 81st click. 81. Okay? 81. Without a success. If it does not go. It has to go. It has to go. Our 9th click on this specific item, our 81st click since the last success. Surely it goes. I have failed 81 consecutive times in a row. 81 consecutive fails in a row. This game sucks, man. Oh, I gotta repair that. Trash game. Never lucky. Secretly gave you my RNG after you stopped maining Guardian. Well, I haven't succeeded anything since we rolled off Guardian, so that's pretty interesting. I love my monitors that won't, my monitors, like, for a couple of weeks, I'll be totally fine. And then sometimes they'll just flicker like crazy. And it's like static buildup or something. I think I have like a bad ground or something somewhere. So it just builds up crazy static and then shocks me and flickers my monitors. And sometimes it doesn't shock me, it just flickers the monitors. And my left monitor flickers the most. Sounds like a cool feature. Isn't it awesome? Isn't it awesome? Every now and again, I'll get a shock. And if I don't get a shock, it still could flicker my monitor. Then do the smart thing and go shopping while hungry. Do the American thing. And once you get to the store, just open something that you want to eat and eat it while you're in the store. America. Should be punishable by a lot of things. I mean, you still pay for it. You just pay for it at the end after you've eaten it. Unless you're some Americans, in which case you just put it back on the shelf empty. And that is theft. But also, if you don't steal more than, was it $850 worth of merchandise, it's not a felony, so. Okay, we have 140 bill here. We need 20 billion silver more. Where doth get 20 billion silver? In Europe, you can rip open the packaging of stuff packaged together. So for example, 6-pack of water bottles, you can rip open and just take one. That's great. You can't do that in the US. It wouldn't even have a barcode on it. $20 bill for what? For my second Pendebo ring. to make this guy a Nov. I don't know why that's a crazy system for Americans, because who needs a six-pack always? Yeah. Yeah. Also, there's a lot of, like, bundled items, like ketchup. They have, like, a 3-pack of ketchup. You don't need 3. You're tapping offhand when you get crons. Yeah, we just made a click. We just did our 81st consecutive fail in a row. I have failed 81 clicks in a row. '81. Just means the decks go. I'm 0 for 21 on deck as well. So the decks also don't go. The decks go, the hexes don't go, the seps don't go, the tet debos don't go. That'd be how it is. Nothing go. No thin go. I guess there's a bill there if we need it. Cheeky 300 sack. If we get a 300 sack from this box, it'll be a sign that we're going to get the double barrel this hour. I got a 220 stack. We're not getting the double barrel this hour, boys. Maybe luck will return when I complete the collection log. It was supposed to come back when you got the blowpipe. Hello? Did we forget about that? I have now done 76 hours of Darkseekers. Guess I got stuck in traffic. Like, what the heck, man? When am I going to succeed anything? Also, is there a second pack right here? Oh, I guess there's like a road. Is there just one pack on this hill and nothing else? And it's in such a weird spot. Why is this here? Why are you here? You're in such an awkward spot, nobody could grind you. This has got to be the secret pack. This pack is in the middle of nowhere. No one has ever killed this pack. If I kill this pack, it'll have a telescope in it. No loot scroll, no buffs. No one has ever killed this pack in the history of BDO. This is... oh. We didn't have the telescope in it. Sorry to tell you, you've killed this pack. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it already doesn't have the telescope because it'd be the big guys that drop it. Unfortunate. Well, I'm going to swap channels and then run to the restroom, and then we'll get going here. I'm just going to go to like a random... we're going to go back to Kama. Kama feels like the lucky channels. Just made 5 Tri-Debo earrings with a budget of 10 bill. That's some big money. I could blow up 10 bill trying to make a Tri-Debo earring and never get past Pry. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, that spot looks empty. Let me jump up there. $400 bill now. Do I need to use it to buy Pendebo or use it to tap Obly armor? You don't tap like obliterating armor. You just get Adon armor from the whaling. Obliterating armor is a scam, man. But if you don't have all of your Nov Karazods, like Nov plus Karazods, I would just finish that off really quick, and then I'd get your Tets, your Tet armors, and exchange them for Adon armors and enhance those. I would not go for obliterating Fallen God. That's a scam, man. That's a scam. Okay, give me just a minute here to run to the restroom, and then we'll go again. So I'll be right back. Okay, we back, and we start with some sippies. $9K crons out of the 1 to 15K box. What the heck? GZ. That's so many crons. But Fallen God is legit worse than like Te'adana. It exchanges for Navadana. That's why you would make it, but it costs on average like 2 trillion silver to make or something. Maybe more than that. Let me look actually. I think it's more than that. Please hold. Please hold. We're doing some clicking. Fallen God. It costs on average 6 trillion silver to make. 6 trillion. And it exchanges for a Nav Adana. It's just too expensive. It's too unrealistic to make. It will cost you far less than 6 trillion silver to just make a Nav Adana armor. Just one tap? I mean, you could just one tap. Your success rate is like 0.018 or something. But I mean, you could just one tap. Could happen. Okay, boys, let's roll. We need more money. You can make, I'd pity the thing, man. I would frickin' pity it if I tried to make it. Make 2 Decadana for the price of 1 Fallen God. Yeah, like, so the benefit is that you skip the time gate, but... You know. You redeemed? There is no redeem. Oh, there was a redeem 15 minutes ago. Frick. I missed it. Would you guys, like, spam it when I was clicking on my thing? He stays in DSR? No, sir. You redeemed. You redeemed, we go. I'll just finish this pack and then we'll swap to the warrior. Wabam. We go. One block, thank you. What do you mean, warrior? What do you mean, what do I mean, warrior? It's a joke, I don't want to grief you. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. We'll definitely make our goal, and City of the Dead is better odds for the telescope piece, so we're going to end up there anyway. If I wasn't willing, I wouldn't have it as an option, so don't worry, man. It's all good. Does anyone have a mainland teepee? Because getting out of here, a little bit rough. A little bit rough. Can you use map? Yeah, but the map only gets me to an island. It doesn't get me all the way to Velia. I can't get all the way to Velia. Swim? You know what? I actually could get all the way to Velia. We have a strategy. We have a strategy. I'm okay, actually. Here's the strategy. You ready? We storage made our Krogdalo Sanctuary. And we whip out our unicorn. Oh, we're already like out of stam? Did I start out of stam? Hello? You gotta go to this island right here. What kind of scam is this? You started at 45%? Why? Trash unicorn. Get out of here. This is why nobody uses the unicorn, man. They can't even make it an island over. Give me my Krogdalo. They nerfed the stam? It's never been amazing? Yeah, but I've made it to, like, the island before. And I feel like I have to stop at every island along the way. I feel like I've done this run once. And I made it. Triple jump is kind of worse than normal drift SA combo? It definitely isn't. It definitely is not worse. I've tried that before. I couldn't even make it to that first island. We'll just try to get to land, I guess. Ugh. Okay, now we ping the well. And we run to the well. Cover his stamp so slow. I don't know why it's not just unlimited outside of the ocean. Why can't you just permanently run across water as long as you're not in, like, the deep ocean? Could actually be useful then? Imagine. Imagine the horse that you spent so much time, energy, and effort making being useful. Couldn't be PA, man. There's no way. There's no way. Hello? I right-clicked. Frick. Stop stomping. Go. Go, horse. Okay, let's get a new villa. Get a new one of these. As soon as we get our ring, this is where we're going to be living on the warrior. Until we are done. That's fine. That's fine. We'll pop a new one of those as well. So level 1. Start session. Snag a new tent buff. Let's do it, boys. Welcome to City of the Dead, the waiting simulator. So you basically like wait for the guy to be CCable. Then you CC him, you kill the pack. And then you have to wait for the loot because it drops 10 instances of loot at once. So you have to wait for 2 cycles of your pets. Pretty cool. This is the wait spot. But it's way faster for the telescope piece because at DSR, it's the big guys that have the chance at it. And you kill one of those every like 45 seconds, you kill 2 of them. And at City of the Dead, it's the Zerker looking dudes that can drop the telescope. And there's 2 of them per pack, and you kill way more packs. Right? So these 2 big guys here. The elite soldiers. And then when you have an event here, it just spawns a bunch of elite soldiers. So it should be a faster average. The warrior's super comfy for this. Until I miss, and then it sucks. Can the boss drop telescope and Darkseekers? The big guy? I don't think so. Well, I guess he has the same name, so probably. But it would be at the same rate as just the tall guys. Like, everything has the same drop rate. The big guy does not have an increased rate, is the issue, because PA doesn't do that. So the drop rate between here and DSR is the same per mob, but you kill more mobs. And that is why Dekia Sulfur and Dekia Pilaku are so bad for the map, is because you're just killing way, way less of the thing that drops a map piece. History at 2 hours, no paint. I mean, you're not expected to get paint in 2 hours either. I think it's like 6 hours for a paint. You got a ways to go, man. You gotta get grinding. Oh yeah, we're burning paint too. I have some Sakraya paint. We're cooking some Sakraya paint. Might still have some Olin's paint, I don't know. Let's see. I have 800 Olin's paint, it could happen. Definitely not copium, right? Could happen. Okay, big boss guy spawns. Big boss guy, look how many of the big guys he summoned. Like 8 of them? And that's just the first wave. 8 or 10 of them on the first wave. So this is where the rolls really go crazy. Gets man a telco piece and my life is yours. What the heck? It's not worth your life, man. We'll get it eventually. Yum. This joke man, terminally online, don't worry. I'm terminally online, but I'm a boomer, so I don't keep up with all the hip memes and all the Gen Z slang. I don't know nothing. There's this guy, Netan, I don't know who that is. Sounds like a League player, maybe. He plays some League of Legends. So laughing whenever Sick talks about Gen Z slang. I don't know nothing about Gen Z slang. I don't know how I'm supposed to know anything about Gen Z slang. The top dog of Israel? Oh. Ask Mario, he's an expert at Gen Z slang. How do I ask PA to give telescope piece in Gen C slang? Because, like, in my slang, it's oi, bruv. Gib. What class you playing? It looks sick. This is Awakening Warrior. Awakening Warrior. That's British slang? That's the only slang I know. As a child of the internet. That's all I got. The way I did? That doesn't really seem like slang. Don't they say, like no cap and on God and stuff? Isn't that popular? FR, whatever it is. This is the male serif, but worse. Yes, sir. Skibbity? Skibbity toilet? I've heard that before. I don't know what it means, but skibbity toilet. Do you have DSR paint? I do have a little bit of DSR paint, yeah. Like 30k or something. I've burned probably 400,000 DSR paint though. Something like that. Or whatevs? No. That's 1990s slang. Whatevs is 1990s. And the Wemel. You guys remember Wemel? WEML. You did it with your hands. And it meant whatever major loser. That's how old I am, okay? That's how old I am. I kind of want this guy to die, but he's not going to die. Frick. All I know about Skibbity Toilet is that they were making a movie about it, and the company making the movie sued the creators of Garry's Mod for stealing their assets, which were stolen from Half-Life 2. Who's the people making Skibbity Toilet? What? Also, like, how would you make a movie about something that someone said one time? Is it just like a documentary of some kid's childhood? This is how this kid learned to put random words together and become an internet sensation. Frick, I fell off a cliff. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Am I old? You guys are going to start questioning if I'm old enough to use the internet. I feel like you just reach an age where you can no longer take part. As I am Dutch, that type of slang was not part of my growing up. You didn't watch the internet? Dr. Phil? I've heard of Dr. Phil. You're just the right age, don't worry. I don't feel like it sometimes. Dutch people aren't magically born with the English language. I feel like everyone speaks English, though. I think in another 50 years, we'll just have a global language. There will still be other languages, but I think English will take over the world as like the global language. People get dumb because they don't read much. I don't know what reading has to do with speaking English. Or not reading. The two are unrelated. Any language is pretty easy to learn if you have to interact with it much on a daily basis. Yeah, especially like if you learn it as a child, right? And so many of like the non-English countries are teaching English in schools now. Even China is teaching English to children. So I think it'll be like a global language before too long. Another generation or two. Why not grinding on Arsha? No people on the spot, even at Arsha. Because I don't care. I don't care about Arsha. I live stream my exact location 24/7, and I have problems with that not on Arsha. So that's why I don't grind Arsha. I would just immediately have to swap off of it. It would just be a waste of time. I'm learning English on RuneScape by myself. Eventually I got good enough at it to scam people. Avoid stream snipe? I still get stream snipes, man. It's just they'd be more encouraged to do so on Arsha because they wouldn't lose karma, right? But I still get stream sniped, even not on Arsha. I have done some time here on Arsha, though. I've done a few hours here on Arsha. Took me one server hop to find sick, and I don't even play the game. Yeah, exactly. I was grinding. I had my channel hidden, and I was doing Dekia Thornwood as a channel point redeem. And here comes Mario. Guessed what channel I was on. Doesn't even play BDO. Like, literally has not completed a seasonal, doesn't play BDO. And found me. Like, it's just so easy to find people, man. It's just so easy. Especially if you're on Arsha. Like, if you're on Arsha, people are like, oh, I'll just go mess with them because they don't lose anything, right? So it's an even more incentive. And it still happens not on Arsha. Mario Spoon Mario, so you one-tap the right channel. Yeah, I mean like 1 in 30. Is like 1 in 30 chance or something. Nailed it. Griefer will always be Griefer. Yeah. Like what would happen is I'd switch to Arsha, I'd make it like 4 minutes. Roughly the time it takes for somebody to get in the well and like show up, and then I'd have to swap off Arsha. That's what would happen. So it's just a waste of time. And also the 50% drop rate is like not 50% more stuff, and it's not close to it. So it's not as relevant as it seems. Goes from 1% to 1.5%. Well, it's 50% on top of 320, so like it's not 50%. It's like 12% or something. After the math. We've made 200 mil in 20 minutes. Oof. Overall, it's not all that. Yeah. Yeah. It's not super worth. Grinding Hex or Isra, difference definitely felt. I feel like that's placebo. I don't think that you're gonna like actually notice much of a difference. Like it's there, but it's pretty friggin' small, man. And if you get interrupted at all, there goes your advantage. Never been interrupted, Isrid? One day. One day. You just don't care about it since there's like 6 spots there. Yeah, also like people would just one-shot you, and that's not very fun for them, so they don't go to Isrid to look for PvP. Streaming you for sure will. Yeah, that's part of it too. A giant crystal. Wow. Wow. Only video I didn't forget the Agris update on Elvia Serendia. Would have been nice. Love grinding Elvia Serendia before. It's still like relatively relevant because cups. I think you're at like what 1.8 bill or 2 bill an hour if you make the cups. But I hated Elvia Serendia, so I'm happy that it's dead. You save 20 mil trash that it works. Gotta find the next thing, man. Give Telly and I'll head off. Right here, man. Right here. This pack has it, if I don't fall off. What parts do you need for telescope? I just need the DSR slash City of the Dead piece, the little double barrel looking thing. I have everything else. Suckmegu main here. The Suckmegu best back in the day. Yeah, I mean, it's still good for like Tungrad, but like you get anything past Tungrad and it falls off pretty hard. Falls off pretty hard. I think Tungrad's probably like the best place for Megu now still. So goofy how the guy flies out. They're supposed to like blow up and do like collateral damage or whatever. I think that's the idea. Same weird thing in Tongrad. It's funny. Yeah, like the collateral stuff. It does that at Jade as well, but the mobs don't go flying. They just damage each other. Never abandoned Sakmegu, even if BDO will nerf her more. And I still play a little on this game. Yeah, fair enough, man. If that's your class, that's your class. An extra skill to get like a flame and 3 Aries and 5 hours of Jade, that's super lucky. That's big money. Big old money. It's a pretty good spot though. Are you guys ready for another 100 hours of this? I hate that this freaking lip is here. Why you spawn here? Preventing 320 is easy. Yeah, it's like guaranteed basically. What are all the parts to get the telescope? Okay, there is a Tongrad piece, which looks like a little lens. From Tongrad and Ulukita. It also can drop the what's called the cheese wheel at Ulukita. Okay, so let me just pull them up for you. This one looks like a little lens. That is the Tongrad specific piece. This one looks like a little cheese wheel. That one can drop from any Ulukita spot. And that is one of the second ones. And then the third one looks like 2 little barrels side by side. If you look at right here, this is the double barrel. And it's just those 3. So we're just working toward the double barrel, and then we'll have the telescope. Two try doubles in an hour at Star Zen yesterday. Jeez. They want TED drops, since most of my friends already have the TED drop. Try to looks common because of it. Well, definitely isn't common, man. It's definitely big money. Comparison is the thief of joy, and that is the perfect example. You do not feel joy about your 2 try drops because somebody else got a TED. Want to donate mine? Sell 5 extra DSR pieces? Imagine you could, And then Shroud would have all the treasure items. That'd be so funny. The guy starts the game, isn't even awakened yet, and has all the treasure items. Does all the parts drop in DSR? No. The only thing that drops everywhere is the cheese wheel piece. And then DSR has a unique piece, but City of the Dead also has that piece. And then Tungrat has a unique piece. Might be time for sippies, man. Getting pretty thirsty. We'll do this pack, then we'll do some sippies. Sippies. Now telescope. Half an hour to go. Then we'll probably finish our DSR hour. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Oof. What will we end up today? Probably 142 bill. I think would be a reasonable guess. So we'll be 13 bill away from the original goal. And 18 bill away from a pretty reasonable order. And we'll have 3 days to do it. So I think that's super doable. Super doable. And then we'll need another 8 bill for the cup, and then we'll be set. That'll put us at 368, I think. Pretty good. 25 DSR pieces, because I grind DSR a lot. My ecology on City of the Dead is not even S. I mean, it's pretty rough. City of the Dead, pretty rough. Pretty rough. I saw Slumper do a bit of KBD yesterday. It's rough. Is he like even able to do it? Because that would just be the surprising thing. I guess like technically. Is it like 1 kill trips or something? Sometimes doesn't even get a kill. It's gotta be tough. Barely 1 kill trips, yeah. Yeah. That's tough, man. Doesn't have the supplies to upkeep it. So most of the grind is just going to be supplies, yeah. Kill Skeletor Wyverns for supplies. Oof. Maybe Jagex will just drop a anti-Dragonfire shield somewhere, like they did with there's like a shovel or something one time. Just drop a random anti-Dragonfire shield. Can't equip it? Doesn't have like no requirements though. Shard already has Oct. Did he spend a lot or just lucky and never watch his stream? I don't watch him either. I didn't even know he was playing until I overheard something on a stream. But like, I don't care about Shroud or his progress or anything like that. I literally don't care. No idea. Can't get far enough in Dragon Slayer 1 to equip it. So he can't talk to the guy in Varrock? Because I think that's all you need to do. Because that's all, like, I literally just got the shield. After that, he needs to talk to Oziak. He's outside his chunk. Oh, gotcha. Doesn't quite have the corner, eh? He just plays a game, unlike Asmongold, didn't even finish main quests. Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a streamer playing a game. It doesn't mean anything for the game. So if he likes it, he likes it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It makes no difference. Same thing when Soda Poppin' came to the game. Like, it actually just didn't make a difference at all. And I assume that it will not be something that gets streamed a lot from Shroud, because it will absolutely tank his numbers. So. Boost game popularity though, even a little. It temporarily inflates game popularity with 0 lasting effects. That's what it actually does. But it has no actual long-term impact. I think he doesn't have the quest points. That's crazy. I remember doing a chunk man one time. I did a group chunk man for a little bit. And I got to, I think, like 7,000 cooked rat meat or something crazy. And my duo stopped playing, so I also stopped playing. I had like 80 something woodcutting and like 80 fire making and like 65 melees. And I looked at my duo and he had like 20 farming and 35 melees. And I was like, maybe he's not as interested as I was. Fair enough, man. Everything's like that though. Never long-term impact in the game possible. If Shroud like became a full-time BDO streamer, then that would definitely have an impact. But that's not going to happen because Shroud's numbers are definitely going to crash super hard if he like continues to play the game on stream. So I doubt that he'll even continue to stream BDO. Maybe he'll keep playing it. I don't know. But I think streaming BDO would be like a very short-term thing for him. I cannot imagine he would willfully tank his numbers. Hope he becomes a life skill main. The issue is that there are better games to life skill in, man. Talking about Shroud, yeah. Talking about Shroud. I don't know anything about his like progress or anything like that. I just heard that he played the game. But I don't keep up with it. Not profitable or to stream BDO? Yeah, I figured. It'll tank his numbers. BDO doesn't cater to a lot of gamers, only a few people. It's just a small category, man. And like, people don't give a crap about BDO. Like, they just don't. They just don't care about the game. And fair enough, like, it's not for everyone. Then he had FPS Pro? I think he was Pro. I don't know if he like still plays professionally, but maybe. Summit played like one stream, they quit. Yeah, because like the numbers are so bad, man. Those like huge streamers like that, they can't afford to tank their numbers. There's a little bit of like panic there, and then also sponsors will give them less money. And if you're a gigantic streamer, you are very focused on money. There's just like a direct correlation. But teach their own, man. For the same reason that Choice can't really stream other games besides BDO. People only watch him for BDO, so he gets like a third of the viewership on anything else, and then his sponsors will give him less money. So he can't, he's like stuck on BDO. He can't do anything else. That even happens to me. Like if I stream anything else, my numbers tank super hard. But the numbers to me like already don't mean anything because I already don't get like relevant sponsor opportunities or anything like that. So I could do whatever I want just purely for the fact that I already don't make money doing this. So like I have freedom of choice. But if it's your career, you're kind of locked in, man. You're kind of locked in. Watch your Crimson streams though? Yeah, but like we go from whatever we average now on BDO, I couldn't even tell you what it is because I don't look, to like 4 average on Crimson. You know what I mean? So farming 21 bill for the ring, just tap to pen, easy. I've already tried that and it didn't work. Also, I have failed 81 consecutive clicks. 81. 0 for 81. You know what I mean? We don't succeed here. I'd watch you, bro. So 5. Thank you for that, man. Here's the real. Let me like roughly break it down for you guys. There's like semantics on this, but like let me roughly break it down. The way to be a truly successful streamer is to do variety and build a community that will watch you play anything. And the hardest way to grow a streaming platform is to do variety, because people are not there for you. They're there for what you are doing. Kind of how that works. Unless you're somebody with just an incredible personality that like people gravitate to you. Good examples of this are people like Milton T. Pike 1. He is just a hilarious guy. He has like a really great personality. Very like stream centric as a person. Another good example is like Burke Black. He's just a funny guy. He has like a very specific personality. He's got like a niche. People are there for him, and then he plays whatever. But it took him also 20 years to do that. Jinxie, yeah, kind of the same thing. It's all personality. So you have to build a community around you and not what you're doing. And that is very difficult. Especially like in a case like myself or like Choice or like literally pick anybody in the BDO category. None of us are like exceptional personalities. We're all just people that play BDO, and we're doing different things in BDO, and we know different things about BDO. Like, yeah, there's personality there, but it takes time to like attach people. You know what I mean? Somebody just shows up. They're not going to be like, oh, I want to come back to this guy. You know what I mean? And that's how streaming works. BDO is also kind of niche. BDO is super niche. It's super freaking niche. Hello, Sphere. Good morning. We've made 500 mil in 45 minutes, boys. It's got to be some kind of record. This category doesn't have too many viewers. Good chunk are here for drops. Yeah. We have like a very AFK, not actually watching type of community. Are you so rich? That's so much money, man. If only. Gotta add another 0, and then it'd be a lot of money. Not watching you, I'm just on there for drops and then click off. That's kind of like how the train works, you know? People just pass viewers back and forth to each other and they're all just AFK for the drops. Which is not really my style, man. I'd rather like there be less people here, but it'd be people like you guys where like we're having a conversation, we're talking about stuff. I'd rather see 20 people in chat, like 10 of you guys are actively chatting, versus have 500 people and there's only one guy that's like saying anything. You know what I mean? Because that's what makes streaming fun. Streaming and having like getting viewership is not the fun part. The fun part is having a conversation with people. $4,000 paid bots. Sometimes it'd be like that, man. Sometimes it do be bots. Some big streams and chats barely move. That's kind of sad. Yeah, and then like you get to the really big ones that are like, this is why being a person that's entertaining matters so much when you get huge. Chats like Kaisenat before he quit, and like Jinxie and whatever the other guy's name is, big guy Queso, their chats move so fast they'll never be able to read anything. So those guys, in a way, are not having as much fun as someone like me who gets to talk with you, because they are basically back to being one viewer Andes because they cannot keep up with chat. And they just have to be entertaining without any feedback. That's essentially like what it boils down to. You start your streaming career and you have to be entertaining with 0 feedback in order to get people to watch. And then if you get enough people to watch, you have to go back to being entertaining with 0 feedback. Because there's just so much that you can never keep up with it. Gotta be kind of sad at that point, though. It's why people are so easy to, like, put games down. Because it's no longer playing video games on stream because you enjoy it, and it's literally a job. Like, you get big enough, and it's literally a job. Somebody's like, hey, I'll pay you $2 million a year, and you play whatever the heck I tell you to play for 10 hours a day. You'd probably do that, right? Because you'd be like, worst case, I'm still playing video games. Some of them are going to be cool. It's just too much to read at that point, man. You'll never keep up. In a day, we all got to make a living. Yeah, exactly, right? So I don't blame them for that. Because I know, like, if I was a 50K viewer streamer that could not keep up with chat, I would just play whatever. I know that I would. Up until the point where I could retire. I'd basically pull a Kaizenat and just, like, make enough money to where I didn't have to think about money again. And then I would probably just go stream whatever the heck I wanted and let my viewership crash. Because I actually like streaming. But at that point, after a couple of years of that, would I like streaming? I don't know. If given the option to just do whatever I wanted to do and not have to worry about streaming. And it's like, it's so tough to be in a position where you can be that big and also do what you want to do. And I can only think of one person that actually does that. And that's Moist Critical. That is the only person on the planet I can think of that just does whatever the heck he wants to do. Like, if people watch, great. If not, he doesn't care. Send up like Doug, or he just streams whatever. Well, even Doug has to do, like, these insane, like, coding / programming type stuff in order to stay relevant. He couldn't just play, like, BDO, for example. So I think there's part of it where if there's something that he wants to play, he can come up with a thing to do that's relevant. But I think that he still tries to focus on relevancy. His YouTube and Twitch audience is huge. Yep, and he's been building it for 20 years. And he's probably the last person that'll be able to do that. You know what I mean? Things that work for people don't work for others. It's just how it is. I stream multiple hours of just a black screen. People only stay to keep the stream up. Yeah, but in that case, like, the meme is keeping the stream up. That's like, you're delving into spiffing Brit territory. Where you're, like, quote-unquote breaking Twitch. You know what I mean? That has its own gimmick still. Doug wasn't thinking, oh, I'm just going to stream a black stream and make some extra money here or whatever. Get some viewership. He wasn't thinking that. He was like, it was something that was thought out. For sure. It was a plan that he created. And he was probably there the whole time. It seems like a crazy thing, but it's definitely something that's thought out. Went to the gym during it? I bet he was paying attention to it, man. Just started Lomal questline. Which boss blitz should I start doing? Whatever C8 or C9 or C10 you have the gear for. So the highest AP boss blitz you can do. The 1 through 7s are not relevant, so I wouldn't bother. But if you have 330 AP, for example, you can do C8 Sangoon, C8 Golden Pig King. If you have 345, I think you could do C9, C10 Sangoon, Golden Pig King, and so on. I'll just do whatever the highest AP one is you could do. C8 plus. 1 through 7 rewards suck? Yeah, they're just not worth your time. And the C8, C9, C10 aren't that hard. There's a little bit of a learning curve. But once you understand what they're doing, they're pretty easy to get behind and start doing. So tilted, 90 taps, no gains. I hear you, man. I'm at 81. Got 345 AP. I think you can do Sangoon then. That's Sangoon territory, right? Yeah, you can do C8 Sangoon. And C8 Pig King and probably Gumiho. And then you can get a tag and do like Pig King and Sangoon C8 again for your 5. Something like that. Just straight to C8s? Yeah, I would skip everything under C8. Totally irrelevant. We have 5 minutes left, boys. We're almost done. Will we reach 600 mil this hour? I keep up the amount of AP you need for the bosses, or has it always been that high? It's always been that high, but the new bosses are more. After I collect all the adventure log rewards, I'm moving to CA for sure. I don't even think that's worth it, to be honest. Doing all the rewards. I think even double rewards is worse than the single C8 reward. But you'd also get double C8 rewards the first time, and so on. Current Waking Dose to clear C8 abduction, C8 bamboo without problems. Yeah, fair enough. That's what gets you through, fair enough. Maybe not what I'm gonna grab them, just experience all of the thingies. I guess like the real problem is that the C8 version is different than the C1 through 7. So like you're not learning the boss by doing C1 through 7. But I guess like completionism. Fair enough. Something to be said about completionism. Was this about Ragdoll on death? I don't know, man. They thought it'd be a good idea or something. Oh, let's not fall off the cliff. Let's not do this stuff. Right now, because later I want to spam C8s. You probably spam C10s, to be honest. Like by the time you get to your bosses, because you finish the 1 through 7s, you'll probably be doing C10s. "30 minutes to maneuver." I should dump my weight, but I don't want to. And now I definitely have to, okay. We got another boss. Going so fast through the ranks. Grew by 41 AP in a month. Yeah, those like under 350 is like super fast. Crazy fast. And then you get to Pandeba range and it's like oof. Where's my double barrel game? Jeebus. Huntable in June. It is at the end of July. July 20 something. Now it spawns all the events. We had nothing for a while, and now it's like, it's event time. If I have Nav earrings by then, I think my goal is going to be Rashalka by the Heidel Ball, which is 2 Tet armors that are enhanced a little bit, and then 2 additional Pendebos. So, what is that math? Rough math. I think the earrings are 180 bill. So 360 plus 400, 760 bill. I think I'd like to make 760 bill by the Heidel Ball. That'll put me at 375, 440. I'll have to enhance Dawn Armors a little bit. One will have to be Tet and one will have to be Tri, but I think it's doable. I think it's doable. It'll be difficult, but I think it's doable. It all just kind of depends on this frickin' telescope, man. Oh, by the way, we're done. Our hour's done. We finished. We didn't get anything good, but we finished. No telescope. Brick. Custody of the bed, pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. We made 700 mil before tax, 665 after tax. That's pretty bad. Back to DSR? Yeah, I think we'll go finish our hour. But I definitely want to stop doing DSR when I get my Debo. And then we'll just start doing City. Probably bounce between City of the Dead and like Dekiash 2 or Rosekia. One limbo box a day keeps the pain away. It's been 2 weeks since I got a limbo box. We got one today, and it's been at least 2 weeks since I got another one. We've been not doing well on that. Hope to get my last 4 Nav Karazas to deck by then, and maybe the last 2 armors to the Downy armor. Pretty good goal. Pretty good goal. How much are the earrings right now? Accessories, earring, DeBork. Yeah, 180 bill basically. So I guess the plan is 2 earrings, a Tet chest, and a Tet helmet. And then we'll exchange those to Adana, get the helmet to Tri, get the chest to Tet. And that'll be my goal. After the ring, of course. So we're seeing Lowest Cry is one of the best grind spots. I think it is the best grind spot. But maybe not anymore since they made Debo's drop up to Tet at like Zephyros and stuff. But they might do that in Sakurai as well, so probably the best still. Super good. Hit 385, 385, 450. I think it's time to fish for a week since I could do new boss now. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Got to have helmet chest to try. Kind of nervous though. Good luck, man. That kind of stuff can be scary. Very scary. All right, let me grab another drink and make a pit stop at the restroom probably. And then we'll go back to our DSR hour, which we just barely started. And kind of go from there. It looks like that'll end probably around 11:40, so that might be all we were able to do today. And that should put us, gosh, 142 bill today I think is reasonable. So we'll need 18 billion more. But give me just a minute to do that. I'll be right back. Okay, let's roll. That's a lot of money. We have different scales, sir. Enrollment for Olvia Academy Class 2 has begun. Guys, enroll in Olvia Academy Class 2 for some reason. Stay there, bud. You no move. So much freaking money. A Rockabua today would go super hard. Because then we also got to get a cup. Got to get a Debo, and then we got to get a cup. That made 24 mil in 2 minutes. This is way better. What's today? Monday? I think Thursday is the last day of the month. So, we got this, man. And then we'll have half of our pen demos done, which is crazy to think about. We'll be halfway done with the Devo grind. And making a short little pit stop for armors. Can play League. FBDO grinding all fail. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Good luck with League, though. Also, we're now out of Olin's paint, so that's unfortunate. And we're out of Sakurai paint. Can imagine I managed to get 380 stack. One tap again, tell ball. It's quite a ways away, man. How long is that actually? That's 3 full months. 3 full months away. Be pent up tapping. What if you also don't get anything from the ball? What if the ball's kind of bad? Doesn't get that many crowns, you know? What's up with the silly drowsy lullaby track? It is DMCA free lo-fi. Not a lot of options when it comes to DMCA free. I'll sell account. Good luck with that. Weatherby double barrel game. Is this hour 77? You can join Blues PvP Academy? Are we talking Blue Squadron? You mean Blue Squadron? Yeah? Does Blue Squadron even know anything about PvP? When I think PvP player, Blue Squadron is not on the list. Just saw his thumbnail for it pop up. Oh, well, maybe he's joining the PvP Academy. I don't know. Like, no offense to Blue Squadron, but like, when I think PvP players, he's not even on the list. You know something about PvP? At least he had some of the biggest nowhere guilds. I don't know anything about PvP, and I don't claim to. But I know that Blue was a shot caller for a while. In which case, maybe Node War Academy would make sense. But, you know, that's all good. You don't have to be offended. It's fine. PvP so hard he ran out of the game and he went back in hardcore doomer for a bit. Removed from the partner program. I knew he's removed from the partner program, and I know he was pro removal of one-sided decks. But that's all I know. I don't really keep up with Blue. Large group PvP shot caller guy. Who knows about PvP? He's not the best at it. I know that he was a shot caller, but I didn't realize that he still did that. I didn't realize he still played BDO, to be honest with you. That was, what, 2 years ago that he used to shot call? Maybe 3 years ago? It was before I started making content that he was a shot caller. So it must have been 3 years ago. It's the last time I saw him shot call anything. I don't know. Teach new players, I guess? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Just not somebody I would think of when I think PvP, I guess. Powerful dark energy. But good luck to him. You know? Hopefully that works out for him. Occasionally grinds, but that's about a bit. One of those old school players. I mean, I'm an old school player too, to be fair, but... Yeah, I just think, like, man, maybe he's not crazy about BDO anymore. Makes sense. Zeridan's my go-to PvP guy. Definitely, like, good for 1v1 stuff. Yeah, absolutely. That's all he does. He just, like, lives for 1v1s. Also, Armin, very good at PvP. C-Zane's pretty good at PvP as well. Who else? What's his name? Can't think of his name now. I think, like, for Node Wars, you should learn from somebody that plays your class. I don't know what that says. Let's say, get sniped. Dun dun dun. Is it because of the thing I said about Blue Squadron? Is it because I said I wouldn't think about him for PvP? Oh no. Also, like, absolutely cooked my pack there. Absolutely cooked it. I now have to manually kill both these guys. Cooked. Carl, the Miss guy? He's good at PvP too, but not who I had in my head. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Divios, that's the guy. But, like, honestly, you should learn Node Wars from somebody that plays your class and performs well at your class. Because positioning is going to be very different for each class. And what you do is going to be very different for each class. Like, learning Node Wars from, like, a DK perspective is going to be so very different than, like, a Zerker's perspective. You know what I mean? They're just insanely different. I guess you could learn the basics of Node Wars like what buffs to run and where to group up and learn how to follow calls and stuff like that. But I think to be good at Node Wars, you really need to learn from someone that plays your class. They're just so different. It's all just so different. Also, is it specifically Node Wars, I guess? That's just like an assumption I made. PvP Academy doesn't necessarily mean Node Wars. We all know the Moose guy is Shaky Bay. Shaky Bay has retired. Shaky Bay retired 6 years ago. We're never going to see him again. And let's be honest, Shaky Bay was better at drama than he was at PvP, so... Rotate SA, get gear. That doesn't work for all classes. What is a ranger, like a suck ranger, supposed to rotate SA for? Also, Awakening Zerker doesn't have SAs to rotate. It's a range class now. You gotta play like a rat. Like a rat ranger. It's one to fall for when I first started playing the game and started noticing how fake his videos were. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. If you ever see a PvP montage and their like kill feed is displayed and it's all blue, it's because they basically have cheesed a bunch of AFK people and then went and did a 1v1 against one guy. That's 99% of PvP videos. Is they killed a bunch of AFK people and then they showed up to a grind spot to do a 1v1, and that's the video. They cheese a cheeky blue feed and then they do a 1v1. It's actually sad. It's just how it works, man. It's just what people do. It's so funny, too. It's so funny. That's why Laven back in the day when he was a red player. That's what I liked about Laven is there was no BS. It wasn't let me go grind some AFK people to get a blue feed so that I can go off for a video. He was just PvPing. Yeah, it's really funny. Like you go through all that effort to get views, but the most effective thing that you can do to get views on your YouTube video is play a different game. It's like nobody cares about BDO. So why not go play something that people do actually care about? How viable do you think Hash will be in this area? Very good. Hash is a really good grinder. Awakening especially, but Succession would also benefit from the tornadoes. Because they're like damage over time stuff. Very, very good though. Better than Nova, that's for sure. Hash is a little bit squishy, but you shouldn't have a problem. You shouldn't have a problem here. Loving Pragmata. I think I saw a clip of Pragmata about like some AI daughter making art. And somebody called it AI art. I don't know. That's all I know about it. My time grad's not there yet. Subload total AP requirement, so I doubt I can have there yet. Yeah, it's probably not worth your time either. Time grad is really, really good. And for a lot of classes, it's better than DSR. So I would just hang out at tongue grad. Holy. If I wasn't in such a friggin' wheelchair, I would have gone to a third pack right there. Jeebus. I know what Awakening instead. Go real fast. Yeah, but I also race to arthritis. That's not a race I want to win. Eventually I'll learn Awakening though. If we stay on Nova, like super long term, I'll definitely learn Awakening. Because I think being a one trick is kind of bleh. If I go there, if I stop trying to hit my necklace to Oct, start tapping my pen accessories. The necklace is so good though. Bloodstorm maneuver? Maybe? Rage? Rage? Regular maneuver frick. Is it worth swapping to that? How many things do I have? I have 349 things. Eh. We go new class. I'm definitely going to try the new class. If it's anything like what I think it'll be, it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. About 10 hours at Sulfur for Devour Piece. Hopefully get it soon. Are you doing deck yet? Because that's oof. But the regular rotation is like an 11-hour average for Devour, something like that. Will be sick loots. I doubt the loots will be sick, but the class might be sick. Regular? Yeah, I should get it soon, man. Back to pack on the moveset. I would just go Devourer to Devourer. I wouldn't even go pack to pack. I would just kill the mob. Just hard target the mob and try to leave everything else. And just race between the mob. I can't see. I'm probably attacking a Darkseeker. Oh, I am. Wow. I was lucky. Do you have Hondan all AP already? I have 2 of them. Yeah. I have 2 Hondan all APs. And when I get my 3rd Debo, I will have a 3rd one. To the PA devs watching sick, we want Dante. PA devs don't watch. PA CMs don't watch. Nobody at PA watches. We did have one CM in here one time, but that was months ago. We're under the radar, boys. Give me a revolver scythe combo with Corsair movement. Well, it'll have a revolver because we saw the teaser. It's an image of a revolver. There was no scythe in it though, so I doubt that it'll have any kind of scythe. It had like a... It wasn't like a book, it was like a container. Like a small container with a gem on it. Maybe it was a book, I don't know, hard to say. How do you make Hondan Crystal all AP? You need crystallized energy of end times and things like that. But if you go to your crafting menu, so if you press F2, let's do it together. F2, you let your adventure board load, you go to crafting notes, and then you type in Dawn, and you find your Hondan Crystal all AP, it will tell you how to make it. So in this case, it's a Jin Dawn Crystal, 100 crystallized energy of end time, 300 magical shards, and 500 magical lightstone crystals. But those crafting notes work for any item in the game. You can find what you need. That's where you'll find it. Whoops. I meant to press F, I pressed G instead. Oh, you probably had ads that whole time, frick. Classic Twitch. Ads at the wrong moment. Got YouTube, fair enough. Yeah, I was just showing the crafting menu. Basically, if you press F2, and in the upper right hand corner, there's a little button that says crafting menu. You can just type in anything you want to make into that, and it'll tell you the recipe, including the Hondan crystal. Heard you there? Okay. Okay, great. Hit duo Leighton? Wow. Such money. Much cash. Was that like 150 mil? Ooh. That's like 15 minutes of City of the Dead. 300? That's like half an hour of City of the Dead, man. That's crazy. Let's go Belongings of Adventure. That's pretty big. An Orkinrad. Hey man, if it was 6 years ago, that would have been a big deal. At base? Yeah, man. That would have been like 200 mil 6 years ago. Back when the evasion meta was popping, everybody's running Orkinrad belts. When honest rings were added, and they're like the most innovational rings ever. Yeah, accuracy on a ring was crazy. It went crazy. And you could grind them for an average of like one every 7.5 hours or something. It was crazy. They're like the best ring in the game? Yeah, arguably. Definitely on EU. On NA, a lot of people still just went AP Monkey, but oh my goodness, back-to-back hours with limbo boxes. We're friggin' rich. It wasn't a telescope piece, but I'll take a limbo box. I'll take a limbo box. Bit of cash money. The game is like, you've worked hard enough for this, Debo. Let's help you out a little bit. What's interesting though is in about 18 bill, I will have grinded 2 full Debos just from DSR trying to get a telescope piece. Crazy. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny to me. That's not funny to me. And Con Heart, huge, huge. +1 AP. $3 bill for 1 AP. That's pretty worth. I think cons are like 10 bill on NA, so like oof. I'm gonna exalt it. That's probably worth it too. That'll help you get to Jardine. How much? 10 bill? Like 9 or 10 bill, something like that. They expansive. I think it's Jordan levels right now. Work toward Pendo airing. Good plan. Yeah, getting to Jordan early is super good. Like, once I'm ready to go for Adana armors, I'm going to have probably, like, 10 piece of Adanas, plus the 5 from the quest, so, like, 15. I'll have, like, 15 clicks right off the bat. Be a pretty good start. Go to me to go tap 10 armors instead of going for Pendebo. Well, you need AP still, right? So. Also, 10 armors could go super bad. That could be scary. Hello, Miss Flawful. Good afternoon. Not quite noon here yet, I don't think. Nope. But hello. Happy Monday. You consumed your food. Good, good. I will be getting some food after stream. I think we're going to do, surprise, surprise, chicken and rice. But I think buffalo chicken. Flying DP right now. Want to get full tries, Exalt Alchemy Stone. Let's see about it. Yeah, that should put you at 429, right? Or 427, the requirement. I think that's exactly the AP requirement, or the DP requirement for Jardine. $427 for Jardine? Yes. 350, 427. I was eating my food and scrolling on Reddit. I saw a post that said, "What if your favorite Dutch sweet? What is your favorite Dutch sweet on a Michigan subreddit?" What the heck? Curious what it would be. And this is when I found out they weren't talking about actual Dutch stuff. They just call themselves Dutch because their great-grandpas were Dutch. Yeah, yeah. The classic. The classic. Makes sense. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure I'm German, technically. But I couldn't even tell you how many generations back I'd have to go to find somebody who lived in Germany. You know what I mean? I have family that lives there, but couldn't tell you their names. I can only assume it was an actual Dutch person said their favorite sweet is Tom Poos. Top reaction to that was, as a Dutch person that has been to Amsterdam many times, I've never heard of this. Are you sure it's actually Dutch? Not as a Dutch person that lives in Amsterdam, but as someone who historically is from Dutch descent and sometimes goes to Amsterdam. Okay? As someone who probably has some French in them, I don't like cigarettes. I think the French should stop smoking. Because I'm French, apparently. America. My mom was French, but I speak zero French and was born and raised in the Netherlands, so I'm Dutch. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, another tide. Big DSR, kind of hand out limbos. I just got one. The window is open for limbos, eh? I've had 2 today. It's crazy. Just do weekly Adania mob quest? I don't do the mob quest now. I just kill the boss. That's it. If I was grinding Adana, then yeah, I would do the weekly, but we're not actually there yet. Six spoon. Tell that to my 0 for 81 enhancements. Tell my enhancements that I'm spooned. Maybe they'll remember that they're supposed to succeed. I don't know. Specific thing that triggers a red circle, 10 waves of mobs, or random? It's random. It's technically a drop that you get that you won't be able to see. But it is RNG in that it's a drop. Same thing with like a Fuaru. A Fuaru, for example, is just an item that drops that spawns in a Fuaru. So if you have more drop rate and you're clearing faster, then you'll see more Fuarus, right? It's kind of how tides work. And I'm looking forward to, whenever I get Missouri, I'll have to upgrade it to the fortified version. So I have to kill Armadillo, which is such a pain to kill. So when you get juiced on some Missouri, you have to do a thing you don't want to do as payment. Fun. You know, Tebow, it's such a slog. Does it take a long time to kill, or is it like you need a lot of them? I guess you need like the plate things, right? Very tanky. Too bad accuracy is 30%. Holy. I should get to the boss room and kill very tanky mobs. Is that the guy with the strat to use the Yama horn because it like guarantees a hit or something? I think I saw something about this on a GIM. Might be a strat for that in groups? Yeah, I think. Can you use Yama horn solo? Yeah, because like it just works on your team. But I'm pretty sure that the horn works on people that are around you. And it doesn't have to be actual GIM teammates. Or it did at some point. So there was discussion about this. You have to kill the boss once, go out. Get horned again. You couldn't just like have the other guy stand in the room. I guess like he might die though. That's fair. Maybe it's an instance. Another tide. Iron Man only room. I see. The window's open, boys. Easy double barrel coming. So go do it, but I won't be happy doing it. It'll be worth. It'll be worth. I'll go to Peace while the king next. I'll go Bandos, but I won't be happy. Does that give you Blood Torva? Is that how you get Blood Torva? Is that the blood? Is it just Bando's blood? Just normal Torva? You have to repair it? What the heck? So you get the drop, but it's freaking broken? You gotta go do some Bandos to fix it? What kind of scam is that? What's next? Shrine Zone after Orzekia? Probably Orbita. Probably Orzekia to Orbita. We'll dabble in some merchant ring grinds in there somewhere, but that'll be the typical progression. Probably stop at Nymphmare to get a crystal, but outside of that, basically Orbita. Then Orbita to Tenebrom. Tenebrom to Zephyros. It's pretty much the end game. Regeneration potions are expensive. Is that going to be your new money maker? Make some money on the main to pay for 100 years of bonds instead of 10 years. What crystal? The Adana crystal. was like a Adana AP crystal. What's that thing called? Dusky Ruin or something? Because I think the Nymphmare drops 1 tier up of Rune Crystal over Ethereum. I could be wrong about that, but I think it does. And that would be nice for Orbita. Make it easier to hit the cap. Excited for Donnie Part 2. Hope they get free AP. I think they're gonna do a full suite of accessories, man. That's what I think. And maybe a slightly easier way to get the piece of Adonis. A slightly less time gated way, maybe. I don't know. For sure, sellable Charizard. We'll see, man. We'll see. Yum. 59 in the secondary to make prayer regen potions. Because the goggles, I was able to make 70 potions. Because the amulet, I got 8 extra doses. Easy marginal gains. Very cool. Extra bang for your buck. You went to the store with a discount coupon. Should be enough for 20 attempts. Good luck, man. Just got the drop. Awesome. Awesome. Right on average. Good for you, man. Good for you. Easy devourer piece. Heck yeah. Window is open. Had a feeling. I need my window to be open, man. Who's gonna open my window? Open my window too. Gotta hire a window opener. Now we got 8 minutes. Then we get to see what's in our limbo box. Hopefully like a crazy amount of rings. 8 rings and 4 duos would be ideal. 5 minutes to get telescope. It could happen. It could happen. This is the 77th hour, lucky number 77. Freaking wheelchair. We need a Zerker to carry me between packs so that I can do 3 packs. Need a Zerker to come pick me up, run me to the next pack. I guess I have $1.5 billion in rings to sell. Ooh, assets. Finally, something. So let's see. 140.5 plus the $1.5 billion, 142. If we can get to 145 today, I think that's pretty good. That'll leave us 15 bill to go in 3 days, so we need to get 5 bill a day. It's doable. Two minutes. Come on. One more pack, boys. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Deboraka rings have been sold. Perfect timing. Last pack. Easy double barrel. Frick. 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 It also popped another thing because I forgot the thing. Gosh dang it. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Stupid continuous care. What a stupid thing. Why do they put that crap in this game? They know there's too many things to pop, and then they make it inconvenient to be able to pop them all in one thing, and then they also make it burn all your stuff. Okay, 142.3 bill. That's what we're sitting on right now. Pretty good. Pretty good. We'll open the limbo box. Only 2. I bet you they're both base as well. Because the game hates me. Look at that. I've never gotten an enhanced one. The streak continues of never getting an enhanced. Classic. Game truly hated you, it would give you a limbo box. I'm dry on limbo boxes still. We literally got back-to-back hours with a limbo box. I'm still dry on them. So the game does hate me. Okay, we are ending like right about 145 bill, which is pretty nice. So 15 bill to go for the Debo. Only 10 bill to go for the goal, the original goal, but the goalposts do sometimes have to move. Jack Hawks, 4 items should have 13, but I don't think the game hates me. I do think it has BDSM. Yeah, but you also get juiced on like a magma thing, and I can't even succeed in enhancement. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Juiced. You got juiced, man. This is why you feel like you're unlucky. It's because when you're lucky, you say it's not lucky. Just because it's something you didn't want doesn't mean it's not lucky. So you also do on what? Why can't you move anything while you're alking? So weird. $6.50 corns. I could make a con as well. Got lucky on the compass, for example, but you still say the game hates you. Well, I also said that we got lucky on the compass and that we got juiced on the compass. I did say that. Can you make a playlist for you listening to? Can we make a playlist for you to listen to during stream? The issue is DMCA. 99% of songs on the internet are DMCA, which will get me banned. And that's why I don't play them. Not only will it get me banned, it also will immediately shut off the YouTube stream. So that is why we listen to the things that we do listen to, is because I stream on other platforms. and therefore I have to follow the rules. A lot of people on Twitch will just stream whatever music they want because they think that it's going to be okay, and they separate the audio track in their VOD. What they don't understand is that they can still get DMCA'd live. They literally can. It's just they're taking that risk every single time. And, you know, it's a risk that I used to take when we only streamed on Twitch. I did play normal music, but to include other platforms is to not be able to play DMCA music. Just how it is. Just get better internet so you can do 2 streams at once to play different music. That would take so much encoder, man, to like run 2 separate OBS streams and also record. That's giga encoder stuff. I'd probably have to do 2 PC streaming again. And just use the second PC to stream to like YouTube or whatever. There is like a audio track splitter thing in Streamlabs, but Streamlabs is awful. So I don't use Streamlabs. But you know, gonna be the way to do. Anyway, I'm quite hungry, and we're out of time. So I'll probably call it here for the day so I can run and grab some food. Pretty good day though, up to, I think comfortably we'll say 145 bill. So we need to average now 5 bill a day. On Thursday, we needed to average, I think 10.7 bill a day. So we've really cut down on that. And then last Monday, I think we were at 12.7 bill a day that we needed to average. So we should definitely hit our goal of the 160 bill for the ring order. And I think that's pretty reasonable. They did just tick back up in price, these freaking things. 160 bill is kind of like a low order at this point, but I think it's still somewhat reasonable. By the time I get there, maybe it won't be. But, you know, that's kind of the range I want to be in. The last one I bought was for 158. So if we can get one for 160, it's not too big of a deal. And that'll be the plan. We're getting very close. And then after that, obviously, we'll have to buy the cup for like 8 bill or whatever it is. And then we're off to the races. It's off to a Tet chest and helmet after that. So that'll be the plan. But thank you guys for being here today. And we'll be back tomorrow.